Well, just hit the 4-year mark for cancer. Everyone's worried about this, but I've got to worry about that. So we just came back from an MRI, and it's a bummer, it did grow. Super not cool, but the reason I got this MRI is because I qualify for a clinical trial. And we're real hopeful about it. It's called the Indigo Study, and what it is supposed to do is block the IDH1 mutation. My kind of tumor isn't super common. I have a diffused astrocytoma. It's a low-grade glioma, but I do have the IDH1 mutation. It's a genetic mutation that allows cancer to come in, and it also is what they believe makes tumors grow. And this is an IDH1 blocker. They found that it helps with people that have that genetic mutation with leukemia, but they previously couldn't get that drug to get into the brain, and so this one does, and it's in phase 3 as far as clinical trials go. That means that they've identified the risks and they've seen that it has showed some good results, so we're real hopeful about that. Basically, the risks are you're taking a placebo because it's a trial, and then it starts growing, and if that's the case, they'll tell you, and then you kind of open the envelope, and then you get to try the real drug. The other risk is some stuff to your liver. The good news is I have a nice young liver because I've never been much of a drinker, and they just test your blood and then find out if that's going wrong. And then the other good thing about that is your liver is the only organ that can regenerate itself. I wish this one could regenerate itself. That'd be good for all of us, right? Now I'm in the phase where they make sure that I qualify. First, they had to pull my tumor out of the freezer and test it, make sure that it is in fact cancerous. Yes, I still have stage 2 cancer. It wasn't like, oh, it was a marble, we were wrong. Then they did an MRI, which we just did. Unfortunately, it did grow a little bit, but not enough that it'll kick me out of the study, because it has to be a slow-growing tumor, which is what I've got. Tomorrow, I go get, I think it's called an echocardiogram. It's basically an ultrasound of my heart, so hopefully we don't find any babies in there. Today, I have to get an EKG. Basically, I'm doing all these tests to make sure that I'm a candidate, and then I have to be in by the 26th. I'm real hopeful about it. If you guys want to know more about the Indigo Study, you can check out indigostudy.com, and you can read all about it. And you'll probably get to know more about my cancer than you want to know. But I'm feeling good about it, and I might be having bad audio. I know I have a lot of subscribers and followers who are brain buddies, and I want to be a little more clear. What makes you qualify for this study is, in addition to the IDH1 mutations on this side, you have to be less than 5 years out from surgery and not have done chemo or radiation yet. That's kind of the criteria there, and thankfully I meet that because, praise God, my insurance got canceled while they were making the radiation mask and while I was already meeting with the chemo doctor. The Lord's hand was in that, and we had some time to watch and wait and see that it wasn't growing and go, let's keep the pin in that grenade and keep the grenade on the belt. So that's what you got to do to qualify, and I'm really excited. I start on Tuesday. I had to go get the echocardiogram, which was ultrasound of my heart, and we found no babies. But we did find a heart, and it looked healthy. And then they like emailed me at the last second. We're like, oh my gosh, we forgot, you have to get one more test. And it was a COVID test, so yeah. I got to get something stuck up my nose, and I just got the results from that, also negative. That's good, because cancer is enough, right? Tomorrow is Tuesday. Be praying for me. I am very hopeful that this is one of the things God's going to use to heal me. We're really hoping that it'll bring my seizures down. They've just been up, and it's not fun at all. And also, the tumor has grown now twice in a row, as far as MRIs go. So please be praying for that. You guys, I love you. Everybody stay stoked, and I'm in the punish tank. That makes me happy.